cold calling script for Aria. Note, this script is tailored for Aria reaching out to potential property sellers. Aria, hi Rogue. Rogue, yeah, speaking. Aria, great, thanks. Rogue, I'm reaching out today because we've been actively looking into investment opportunities in the area. Your property on O'Brien Drive caught our attention. I understand that it's a valuable asset, and I'd love to discuss the potential of a mutually beneficial arrangement. Rogue, I appreciate your interest, but I'm not really considering selling at the moment. Aria, I understand, Rogue. It's important to make decisions that align with your goals. However, I'd like to offer a different perspective. We've recently helped clients navigate situations like this through methods like a 1031 exchange or alternative deal structures that can help optimize returns. Would you be open to exploring these options? Rogue, if you think it's worth it, I'm open to hearing more. Aria, that's great to hear, Rogue. Would it be valuable for you if I run some numbers and provide you with an offer? This way, you'd have something concrete to consider. Rogue, if you believe it's worthwhile, feel free to do so. I just don't want to waste your time. Aria, I appreciate your consideration, Rogue. It's important to us that we respect your time and decision-making process. Now, you mentioned you had an offer recently. May I ask what led you to reconsider? Rogue, well, the offer was enticing, but when I looked into the tax implications, it gave me second thoughts. Aria, I completely understand, Rogue. Taxes can certainly impact the overall outcome. Out of curiosity, what was the offered amount? Rogue, it was just under $3 million for this building alone. And we also own the property next door. Aria, thank you for sharing that, Rogue. It's helpful to have that context. So, this property is primarily an industrial space, correct? Rogue, yes, that's right. It's an 11,000 square foot office building. Aria, got it. And the adjacent property, is that a residence? Rogue, exactly, it's a residence. Aria, thank you for clarifying. Rogue, I appreciate your openness to this conversation. We often work with partners seeking similar opportunities. While I can't guarantee we'll reach the same figure, we've also explored structured deals that allow for payments over time. This can potentially help with tax implications. How does that sound to you? Rogue, it's an interesting approach. However, business is booming right now, so selling isn't a priority. Aria, I completely understand, Rogue. When you're at the peak of success, it's important to ride that wave. I appreciate your time today. If down the line, something shifts, or you have further questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Rogue, may I ask how you got my cell number? Aria, I found it through public tax records. Rogue, thank you for confirming. Aria, thank you. Have a good one. Remember, the key is to establish a genuine connection and provide value to the potential seller. Adapt the script based on your style and the specific circumstances of the call. Fade out. Rogue, yeah, hi, this is Henry. I'm a local investor here in town. I was giving you a call about your building on O'Brien Drive. I run a small investment office with my partner and we just sold off a few properties locally, so we were going through a 1031 exchange and just curious if you'd be totally against selling your building. I really don't think that's going to happen at this time. Yeah, sure. I mean, would it be worth it for me to run some numbers and try to give you an offer so at least you have something to say no to, if you want to? I mean, I don't want to waste your time. No, I understand. I had an offer recently and we were moving forward with it, but you know what, I'm just not ready to sell, so I get that. I mean, are you looking to buy more stuff? I mean, what's the game plan instead? Well, if I sold that at his way, if we sold, we're gonna get killed on taxes because I've been on it too long. You don't want to do a 1031, put it into a fund. What if it has you thinking about selling? Like in the first place? Oh, somebody came up with an offer just like your call. And it was enticing because I didn't think it was worth that much, but okay, but when I look at the tax end of it, man, not ready. I get that. I mean, how much should they offer you? It was just under $3 million for this building alone. We own the property next door, and this property here is like an industrial property, right? And yeah, this was about 5 years ago they made that offer, and it's about a 11,000 square foot office building. So again, it's 11,000 square feet of office. Got it. And then what's the next door building? It's a residence. Okay, got it. All right, got it. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm definitely open to having a conversation. You know, I have partners that are looking for a similar type of product locally. I don't know if we'll be around the $3 million range, and we've also discussed having structuring deals where we would do payments over time so you're not killed on capital gains taxes right away. So essentially, you know, we build out a payment structure where you get a good price for your property overall, but you're just paid over time and you just pay taxes a little bit differently, like you don't have a lump sum to pay 40 on right or 35% on. You basically structure it as a loan so you don't have a much more minimal tax basis. You know, is that the business is too good right now, so we're not looking to sell. So, got it. I appreciate your call. Yeah, absolutely. Look, we'll keep in touch and maybe one day maybe something makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I'm curious, how do you get my cell number? I just called the public tax records, that's all. Oh yeah, that's what they have. Well, thank you, I appreciate that. Sure. Alright, you have a great day. Tell me your name again, I'll remember. My name is Arya. I'm in Menlo Park all the time, so loved it. Maybe you know, if you're ever local, I'll see you. Thanks a lot to you. Thank you, likewise. Talk to you soon. Real estate cold call script checklist. Before making a real estate cold call, use this checklist to ensure you cover all the necessary techniques. 1. Introduction. I-sense. Begin with a friendly greeting. A-sense. Clearly state your name and role. 2. Establishing background. I-sense. Mention your local investment office and partnership. 3. State purpose of the call. A-sense. Explain the reason for reaching out. Interest in the property on West Street. 4. Provide context. A-sense. Mention recent property sales and 1031 exchange. 5. Respect the other party's decision. A-sense. If the party is not interested, acknowledge their position without pressure. 6. Offer to provide an offer. A-sense. Ask if it's worthwhile to run some numbers and present an offer. 7. Respect for the other party's time. A-sense. Ensure they're comfortable with this and don't want to waste their time. 8. Acknowledgement and understanding. A-sense. Show understanding if the party is not ready to sell. 9. Ask about their plans. A-sense. Inquire if they are considering other investment opportunities. 10. Address concerns. A-sense. Listen and address any concerns, such as tax implications. 11. Discuss previous offers. A-sense. Ask about previous offers and their thought process. 12. Provide property details. A-sense. Get information about the property, including size, type, industrial/office, and adjacent properties. 13. Present alternative solutions. A-sense. Suggest creative ways to structure the deal, like payments over time. 14. Clarify tax implications. A-sense. Explain how alternative deal structures can impact tax payments. 15. Respect their current situation. A-sense. Understand if they're not interested due to the success of their current business. 16. Show appreciation. A-sense. Thank them for their time and consideration. 17. Leave room for future contact. A-sense. Express interest in keeping in touch and exploring opportunities in the future. 18. Ask about contact method. A-sense. Inquire about the best way to stay in touch. 19. Explain source of contact information. A-sense. Be transparent about how you obtain their contact details, public tax records. 20. End the call positively. A-sense. End with well wishes and express enthusiasm for potential future interactions. By following this script and checklist, you'll approach real estate cold calls with professionalism, empathy, and the potential for fruitful future interactions. Lesson: building relationships and exploring options in real estate conversations. 1. Establishing rapport. The conversation starts with a friendly greeting, setting a positive tone for the discussion. This initial exchange helps in building rapport. 2. Introduce yourself and your background. Arya introduces himself, giving a brief overview of his background as a local investor. This establishes credibility and provides context for the conversation. 3. Respect for the other party's time and decision. Arya respects Rogue's initial indication that he's not interested in selling at the moment. He offers to provide an offer but makes it clear that he doesn't want to waste Rogue's time. 4. Understanding concerns and objectives. Arya actively listens to Rogue's concerns about selling, particularly regarding tax implications. This shows empathy and an effort to understand the other party's perspective. 5. Offering creative solutions. Arya suggests alternative ways to structure the deal, such as payments over time, to address Rogue's tax concerns. This demonstrates flexibility and a willingness to find mutually beneficial solutions. 6. Transparency and open communication. Both parties engage in open and transparent communication. They discuss details about the property, the previous offer, and the reasons for considering or not considering a sale. 7. Networking and building relationships. Arya expresses interest in potential future interactions, highlighting the value of networking and relationship building in the real estate industry. 8. Professionalism and politeness. Throughout the conversation, both Arya and Rogue maintain a professional and polite demeanor, which is crucial for establishing trust and a positive impression. 9. Utilizing public records for contact. Arya's method of obtaining Rogue's contact information demonstrates resourcefulness and initiative in seeking out potential opportunities. 10. Closure with gratitude and well wishes. The conversation concludes with expressions of gratitude and well wishes, leaving a positive impression regardless of the outcome. Overall, this script emphasizes the importance of approaching real estate conversations with professionalism, empathy, and a willingness to explore various options. Building relationships and understanding the needs and concerns of all parties involved is essential for successful negotiations in real estate. Script breakdown analysis. Title: Real Estate Investment Call. 1. Introduction and setting. A-sense characters. Arya, investor. Rogue, property owner. I sense location, O'Brien Drive. Discussed property. A sense context, Arya introduces himself as a local investor, mentioning his recent activity in selling properties through a 1031 exchange. I sense action, Arya expresses interest in purchasing Rogue's building. 2. Initial response and rejection, A sense Rogue's response, Rogue doesn't believe he's interested in selling at this time. 3. Proposal and respect for time, A sense Arya's proposal, Arya offers to provide an offer, respecting Rogue's time by giving him something concrete to consider. A sense Rogue's response, Rogue agrees, indicating he doesn't want to waste anyone's time. 4. Reasons for not selling, A sense Rogue's concerns, Rogue explains he recently had an offer and was considering it, but ultimately decided he's not ready to sell. A sense tax implications, Rogue expresses concerns about the tax implications of selling, particularly due to holding the property for a long time. 5. Discussion of offer and property details, A sense offer details, Rogue reveals the previous offer was just under $3 million for the building alone. He also mentions ownership of the adjacent property. I sense property type, clarification that the discussed property is an industrial building and the adjacent one is a residence. 6. Creative financing options, A sense Arya's proposal, Arya discusses structuring deals with payments over time to alleviate immediate capital gains taxes for Rogue. 7. Decision not to sell, A sense Rogue's firm stance, Rogue reiterates that the business is doing well, and they're not actively looking to sell. 8. Acknowledgement and contact information, A sense appreciation, Rogue expresses gratitude for the call and acknowledges Arya's offer. A sense exchange of contact information, Arya explains how he obtained Rogue's cell number. 9. Closing and future interaction, A sense farewells, they exchange well wishes, with Arya expressing hope for future local interactions. Analysis, A sense respectful approach, Arya demonstrates a respectful and considerate approach, acknowledging Rogue's time and decision not to sell at the moment. A sense tax considerations, the discussion highlights the importance of understanding and addressing tax implications in real estate transactions. I sense creative financing, Arya suggests creative financing solutions to address Rogue's concerns, showcasing adaptability in deal structuring. I sense local presence, Arya emphasizes his local presence, hinting at potential future interactions, which could lead to networking opportunities. A sense transparency, both parties are open and transparent about their intentions and concerns, fostering a professional exchange. A sense notable absence of pressure, Arya does not apply pressure on Rogue to sell, respecting his decision-making process. Overall, this script illustrates a courteous and informative conversation between a potential buyer and property owner. It highlights the importance of understanding each party's needs and being open to creative solutions in real estate negotiations. Additionally, it underscores the significance of respecting a property owner's decision, even if it doesn't align with immediate investment goals.